All right, so the first thing you're going to be doing today is a hollow and arch series, really going slowly and working on the positions that you need for those kip swinging movements. So you're gonna take a PVC pipe. We're going to start with the hollow series first. So you're going to lay on your back. The PVC pipe is going to be in your hands. It's mimicking holding onto the bar. And you're going to engage your shoulders, pushing your shoulders up towards your ears. You're going to squeeze your core, pushing your ribs down into the floor and making sure your legs are nice and tight. Your legs are going to stay on the floor and you're just going to lift, keeping everything engaged 10 times. Think about going almost up to the ceiling instead of just coming forward. So you have 10 of those. Then you're going to move on to your lower body. So once again, really engage that core, push your ribs down into the floor, keeping the bar on the ground, and you're just going to lift your legs up 10 times. Don't let them just slam into the floor. Pick them up nicely and lower them nicely. And you should really feel that lower back push into the floor and no space in between. After you've done 10 uppers and 10 lowers, you are going into 10 full body hollows. Once again, nice and slow. Really trying to also keep your chin off of your chest as you do these. Then at the very end, you'll just do a 10-second hollow hold. After you've done 10 of everything, so 10 uppers, 10 lowers, a 10 full body, and a 10-second hold, you're flipping over. But you're doing the same thing. So you're going to hold onto that bar, chin is on the floor, engaging those shoulders or getting your chin as close to the floor as possible. You're going to lead with your hands first, then lift your chest. Hands, chest. Really working on pulling that bar back behind your head. After you've done 10 of those, really squeezing your glutes, squeezing your legs together. You have 10 lower bodies, really focusing on getting those legs off of the ground. Still engaged in your shoulders, pushing the bar up. Then it's 10 full body, and then it's a 10-second hold, keeping everything squeezed. Really working on getting those shoulders back. It's hard. All right, after that, you're going to do eccentric sit-ups. So it's just a sit-up. You're starting up. You're still holding the PVC pipe. You're going to round your back, making that hollow chest shape, and you're going to do a 5-second lower. So it's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then back up, just regular sit-up. 5, pushing back hollow, 4, 3, 2, 1. So those are your eccentric sit-ups. After that, you have a reverse hollow and arch. So for the hollow, you're laying on your floor. It's like a extended Superman, sometimes we call them. So hands, if you need to go on your knees, you can. But once again, you're nice and extended. This is round. If you're on your knees, keep your feet flat, engaging your core and your glutes, squeezing your thighs together. If that's easy, then you do it on your feet. So once again, everything is just nice and extended and round. When you do that reverse hollow or Superman, really try and get your shoulders pressed up into your ears. Then for the reverse arch, you're just laying on your back. Arms are by your ears, legs are straight, and you're going to push your hands and your feet into the floor, and you're going to try and lift your hips and your ribs up as much as possible. For this one, you're really pushing into the floor. You should feel this pushing back. Your hips are up, your back is arched, and you are squeezed tight. After you've gone through those, we're going to move on to some handstand work. So we're going to do a floor handstand. So you can do this against a wall, you can use a box, whatever you have close by. I'm going to start on your tummy. Your hands are going to be pressed into the wall or the box, whatever you have. Making sure that you're not like sticking your butt out. Keep your hips nice and flat. Ribs are in, core is engaged. You're going to push against the block 10 times. So you're going to push against it, get those ears, your shoulders to your ears and hold and release. Push and hold and release. And then you'll just go into a 10-second hold, really pushing into that block, almost trying to push your body and your head away from the block. Then you'll do the same thing on your back. But for this one, you're going to have your knees bent. It will be easier to have a nice flat back this way. So your hands are in it. Get your hands as close to the ground as possible. I know sometimes that's hard, but go as far as you can with your ribs in and no gaps in your back. So you'll do your push and hold, release, and then you'll move into a 10-second hold where you're really maintaining tension. After those floor handstands, you are going to move on to broken leg walks. So a broken leg walk is essentially you just have your hands on the ground, one leg in the air, and you walk and you travel, walk and travel, walk and travel. Go as high up as you are comfortable with those. Finally, you're just going to practice kicking up into a handstand. So you can start hands on the ground, pick whatever leg you want to lift up, and you're just going to kick up as high as you're comfortable with. High and down, okay? And as you get more comfortable, you can start with your hands off of the ground, reaching in, kicking up, and touching your toes together. However, as you do those handstands and your broken leg walks, really make sure that you're remembering your positions you had for the floor handstands with those ribs pulled down, core engaged, trying to push your shoulders up into your ears. As you do more of your mobility with Jackie and practice this more, it will get easier to really pull those arms back to where they need to be.